Hi, my name is Matt, and thank you for your interest in my website, in my shows, and in my magic and mentalism. So I'm going to show you a trick that you can use to impress your friends, your family, or anyone else. This is like a classic of magic. So what you're going to do is take a tissue, and you can just follow along. It's a self-working trick, which means that as long as you follow along exactly what I do, everything will work. So you take the napkin or tissue and you fold it in half, hold it like this, and I want you to rip it down the center. Okay, just rip it into two pieces. They have to be perfect, just like mine. They don't have to be perfect. Just rip them into two pieces. Put them together, rip them in half. So now you should have like four pieces or something like that. And then you're going to rip it again. So the point is, just rip it into a bunch of different pieces. So right now I have a bunch of pieces here. So let's just pick them up. Okay, so you have a bunch of different pieces here, and you're just going to roll it into a ball. Oop, drop some. You're just going to roll it into a ball. Okay, crumple it into a ball and stuff it in your hand. Squeeze really, really tight. Okay, squeeze really, really tight. And what we're going to do is take the ball out. Okay, and what you're going to do is then open it up. And if you squeeze tight enough, and if you've done this correctly, it should be back to one large napkin. So here's how this works. The secret is the setup that you do ahead of time. Now, I will perform this in a lot of my shows that I do. So I'll sometimes do this on stage or for a birthday party or even a close-up show. This is really fun, and this is actually a trick that I use a lot. So you take a tissue or a napkin or a piece of paper, doesn't matter what you use. I usually use tissues because they're cheap and you can, do this trick a lot. And you just crumple it up into a ball. You're going to place it in your hand and hold it, curl your three fingers around it like this. This is called palming. You're going to palm the ball like this. Now, if it's more comfortable, you can hold it in a different grip. So you can hold it like this, but this is more difficult to do the tearing of the paper if you hold it with your pointer and middle. But if you use your three fingers here, the pinky, the ring, and the middle finger, and just curl your fingers around it and just kind of hold your hands naturally, especially when you're holding the second tissue, it looks very natural. Make sure to keep your fingers nice and close together. And when you're holding the napkin, make sure that you're not holding it like this, because then they're going to think, oh, there's something in that hand. If you're holding both hands like this in the same way, they're not going to suspect anything. Now, if you hold the ball like this, this is kind of like just in the palm of your hand and just curl your fingers around it. You may do this as well. This is sometimes easier. It depends on what feels comfortable for you. Basically, hide the ball in your hand and whatever position is comfortable. But just remember to keep your hands not like this, or somehow some way that's natural. You're going to take the tissue or paper and just tell them to tear it down the middle. I usually tear it very quickly so that it rips into a big piece and a small piece, and I say, tear it exactly in half. It has to be perfect. And then I say, I'm kidding, it doesn't have to be perfect. Then I put them together, and I tear it again. And then I tear it again. And again. I tell them to keep tearing it a bunch of times. It doesn't matter how many times they crumble it, doesn't matter. So now, how many times they rip it. So then you have them take the ball and place it into their hand. Now you place this into the hand that has the already rolled up ball, okay? And then you basically just take this, place it into your hand, and squeeze very tightly. Okay? Now, what I do is when I place this in my hand, as I come over here and place it in, I push, this is the one that's already, this is the complete one, and I just push this up and I squeeze. So when I take this out, this is palmed. The bad one is palmed. So this looks like we did before. When I pull it out and open it, I don't have to worry that this one is in a bad position, like here, okay, where it's not going to look natural. So thank you once again for your interest. If you have any questions about this trick or about my shows, please feel free to click on the contact page, and then you can contact me with any questions. So thank you.